Oh, we love therapy. Everybody, therapy. Do you see my cat scratches? That's like, it's my battle scar for today. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this shit. The stuff from yesterday, we did Walls and a bunch of Louis singles. They will be up on Patreon and Faith in the Future, and the deluxe songs will be up on YouTube later. If you're watching this now and you didn't make my live stream, hello, I am Alex Ray. We are reacting to Louis Tomlinson's Faith in the Future. Yesterday, I reacted and listened to Walls for the first time ever and listened to far too many renditions of two of us and Louis' other solo singles and music that he's put out since 2016. I am a full-on Louis stan now. I am here. I am in it. I'm like so excited I came to talk. So today we're going to react to Faith in the Future. We are live on Twitch. Here's my little chat. Here's what song is playing. And up here will be my alerts. We're going to see how this goes. And so first up we have The Greatest. And my little heart is not ready for this. Max. This guitar tone, I'm living. I'm living. Tell you I'm on my way. Nothing can make me late. Explain to me why I knew that this is a Louis Tomlinson album and that he was going to start singing, and I was still like shocked and surprised and ecstatic when he started singing. Explain that to me. Said I had a plan for us. Time it came and changed it all. We had to disappear, 'cause nothing gets through here. Perfect. Oh, thank you. Through that circle around my heart, where the best of just couldn't ask the rest. Oh! I love how he opens his albums up, which we only have two so far. The first song, the opening song of Walls, like, let me go to it, is Kill My Mind. Like, he just comes right out the fucking gate with that shit. And like, so I am like Taylor Swift's biggest fan in the entire universe. And her opening songs are like, they're usually, and I don't mean this in a bad way, they're not usually overwhelming. Like, they're setting the scene, you know, like very story based, like here's where we at. Louis just boom, like right for it. Like Kill My Mind on Walls, I was like, what have I got myself into? And now The Greatest, like I'm here for it. And I just pulled up the lyrics, so we've got that going on now. Okay. I love this man's the strings, the your face reminded me of a love you cannot hide, but don't need to tell me why. Back dancing in the dark, back to the very start, finding pieces that can fit, making up for what we missed. That guitar in the back, do you hear it following the melody? I love that. I love that. I've heard Bigger Than Me and Out of My System because I was with Blake when he reacted to them. And when I love when artists put out singles that kind of sandwich the album. And so like we had Bigger Than Me, and that's probably is like raw, and that's the raw acoustic, like vulnerable side of the album. And then we have Out of My System, and that's, you know, like the big pop rock like feel. And you can hear you can hear that those are the two extremes of this album so far. Like The Greatest like fits totally so well on the spectrum. Like, oh, I love it. So I'm a big fan of like artists releasing singles that show those sides of their album. And I think sometimes fans get a little bit frustrated when like artists just don't release the best songs off their album, you know, the best songs off their album, but they do it for a reason. So you kind of know what to expect when you're in the album. I think you did a great job of that. like that to me, this song feels like Long Live Taylor Swift, like so Centuries Fall Out Boy. Like, and I was just reading on the Genius commentary that Louis said that this was specifically written as a tour opener, not necessarily an album opener when they released it. And I think you can definitely hear that. It's a very interesting album opener. Like, to me, it sounds like a last song on the album. So I can't imagine where we're going to go next. But can you imagine, like, did he open, anybody who has he played yet pre-Broken Arm, Sweet Louie, if you ever see this, I am so sorry that happened. God, that fucking sucks. And we are sending all good vibes your way. But if he's on tour, like, has he opened with this yet? Because that is going to be a freaking bomb concert opener. He has. Okay. Yeah. That I think that fits perfectly. That makes so much sense. Okay, now we are going to Written All Over Your Face. Also, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube and you've not subscribed yet, you've not liked this video, you've not watched my other content, please do. I am a baby YouTuber, and it helps me so much. I love reacting to music. I love making my own music. I love creating content for you guys. And every time that you engage with one of my videos, you like it, you comment, you subscribe to me, you get on one of my other social media accounts and, you know, say hi to me or follow me there. It helps me so much get my content out to everybody who's fans of music and our sweet and wonderful Louis Tomlinson, just like we are. So thank you so much. So we are going to Written All Over Your Face. I'm scared. I wore my cardigan today to specifically like be able to wrap up in it. Okay, pause. The way that man just sang, I have now listened to all Louis Tomlinson music except for Faith in the Future, and I have never heard this side of his voice, like the, hey, babe. Like, I love that. Like, it's kind of like a chest mix. Also, hi, if you're watching this, I was a music major in college, did a lot of vocal performance, like taking a lot of voice lessons. So even though I am not a vocal coach, like I do hear it from that angle, and I like how he's playing with different aspects of his voice now. I love that, and that hurt my body. Louis Tomlinson crooning "Hey Babe" at me. I want it on repeat for 3 hours. Thank you. Hey, babe. This is my favorite song. I'm 2 in, and I know it's getting close. You're giving me that silent don't know what it's achieving. When we're finished saying nothing, can we please get back to loving? When it's good, it's really something. Can we please get back to us now? That verse is my sexuality. I can't breathe. I'm gonna play it. Hold on, I gotta play that one more time. I'm sorry, I don't think we heard him. You're giving me that silent treatment. Don't know what it's achieving. When we're finished saying nothing, can we please get back to loving? When it's good, it's really something. Can we please get back to us? God, that breath support. Oh God. I can't. I'm sweating. The cardigan's gonna have to go. I'm sweating. Hey, babe, it's written all over your face. Say it, a hurricane behind the door. So I've come ready for a war. Written all over your face. Say it. So oh, that guitar tone. I love how the guitar is following his melody like a little call and response, like his vocals and the guitar right now. Ah! Oh, what was that? What was that? I like that. Do you hear the what? That's such a nice addition. Oh, yes. Okay, maybe Louis Tomlinson's falsetto is my sexuality. It is. It is in fact written all over my face. I fucking love that shit. Oh my god. Looking at the lyrics right now, I'm shaking. I'm literally gonna have to take my cardigan off right now because I'm sweating. Like, I've never heard a song conceptually about like the moments before a fight with someone you love, and like the signs are there, they're pissed, you don't know why, maybe you do know why, maybe they're hungover, I don't know, and like you're like, I'm ready, like, because I'm fighting for this, I'm fighting for you. I love that. I've never conceptually, like, I don't think I've ever heard a song like this, like that explore that side of like a fight with a loved one like that. When I hear the thunder in the distance, I know it's getting close. You're giving me that silent treatment. Don't know what it's achieving. And like he's like slowly getting annoyed at this other person too. Like, when we're finished saying nothing, can we please go back to loving? Like, let's just go ahead and like cut the silence, cut the fighting, do whatever it is. Like, and like I've never heard, this is brilliant. It's brilliant. I fucking love it. I love this song. Fuck. All right, now we are doing Bigger Than Me. I have heard this song. We're not going to skip it because we don't do that in this house. And I'm very excited. When somebody told me sweet boy. I used to hide behind a smile. When somebody told me I would change, I was afraid. I don't know why. 'Cause soon as the world outside I realized. So I was saying too earlier, I think a lot of people get frustrated when artists release singles that they don't think like are the hardest hitters or like the best songs. But I love that Louis released Bigger Than Me and Out of My System, and those were the singles, because I really do think they sandwich the song, like the sound of the album as a whole, very, very well from what I've seen so far. And I mean, I think Bigger Than Me is so reminiscent of the concepts that we reacted to his first singles as a solo artist yesterday. Like the Steve Aoki song, the one with BB Rexa. And I think Bigger Than Me explores those concepts lyrically of just, I don't know where I fit in this world. Like, I've got the same problems as you guys, but I'm on the stage, I'm in the spotlight, but like, you know, I just don't know. I'm feeling kind of insecure right now. I think it explores it, and he wrote this song how he wanted to write those other singles that he first released at the beginning of his solo career. I didn't read the signs. Walking different lines. I know it took a left. Trying to make it right. All of these voices, all of these choices, I don't hear them anymore. Hear them anymore. Tell me, Louis. I love the drums there. Oh, I love them. His voice in that range. I mean, this is like a worship song. Like, I'm ready to go to church. Like, oh, that slide. So that's what you're supposed to do. I know where it's going, and I think I'm more excited knowing where it's going now than when I heard it the first time. The drums! I'm never gonna get over the fucking drums in this song. Like, oh, it's so good. You know why? So does the world outside. Oh, so good. So good. I'm already not ready for the last chorus. This is me not being ready already. I'm like fidgeting with my necklace. I'm like nervous. I've heard the song. Come on. I love this bridge. I think this bridge here. And then right into the chorus. I love that they connect like that. I love that the bridge here is like almost like an alt verse, like, and it just slides perfectly right into the last chorus. I love it. And the music video for this one was beautiful too. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's just such a, I when I first heard the song, I really did think like, well, this is a little simplistic, you know, like, but now that I've heard a whole album by Louis, I understand that the way he writes a little bit more, and Bigger Than Me is one of those songs that are just like, this is how I feel. It's going to be like a diary entry, like very unedited, doesn't have to be too complex. Like, this is just what it is. And I love it. And I'm never, as long as I live, going to get over the drums in Bigger Than Me, ever. Who mixed that, I need to give you a shout out, because good Lord. Bless your heart. Mike Crossy, or Crossy. Beautiful, beautiful. Lucky Again, and I'm Scared. So, I don't know why. Sometimes I look at the titles of songs and I'm like, that's gonna hurt. I don't know why that's gonna hurt so bad, but it's gonna hurt. So, all right, now we're doing Lucky Again. Oh! That's my favorite intro of any of his songs I've ever heard. That's so good. Okay. Oh! I know, listen, I know I probably paused too much. I know that's a comment that I'm going to get. It's like, why do you pause? Just listen to the song. And I know, but we have to talk about that. You give and give until it's gone. Tell yourself you've got another day. You've lived that life. You just don't see it yet. I see how hard you've worked to be yourself. If you believe a guy is Superman, they're selling tickets at the cinema. Whatever gets you through the darkest night, just find the light. I mean, the title, Faith in the Future, like this shit, that's not just like, you know, like a title track and oh, that sounds cool, like we're doing it. Like this whole album is like just like lyrically like Louis' own journey of like self-exploration and finding himself. Like that, it's beautiful. I love this. And that guitar, this sound too, if you've not listened to Luke Hemmings, who is a singer and guitarist for 5 Seconds of Summer, his solo project, When Facing the Things We Turn Away From, and Ali and AJ's new solo, or not solo project, they're a duo together, but their new album, this has those vibes big time. Like we're bringing back like 70s rock guitar tones, and I love it. Okay, I'm gonna pull it back a little bit so we can hear that guitar again, because I'm a literal hoe for that guitar tone. I love it. I love it. Oh, that sits so well. Louis sang lads. So cute. Oh, that reverb they have. Yes. Yes. Oh. That is how you do an alt chorus. That is... Who mixed this? Mike! Mike! I can't, I'm not... I love that. I love that. It was such a good decision to save that second part of that chorus until like the second time around. Oh, it's so good. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. That's also very very Reliant K for Getting Not Slow Down. That's also, stop it. Very Reliant K for Getting Not Slow Down, Facing Things I Turn Away From. Like I love that. It's so like, it's so nostalgic, but it feels like refreshing. It's like when if you go to Starbucks and you're like, I want a Frappuccino, but you really want a refresher. You want a pink drink. That's what you want. Like, that's what this feels like. Like, I thought it was going to be more like, dreary and like melancholy than that, but it's like so hopeful. It feels hopeful. It's such a nice little tribute. It's just a tribute to what you had and like where you're going. I love it. It really does have me staring at the ceiling too. Like, I agree. Like, I'm a hard man to lose, and then I can't get over that. How he brought in that extended chorus on the second time around. I love that. That's beautiful. I am a literal simp for the guitar tone. I'm a literal simp for the drums, and I'm a literal simp for Mike who mixed this song. Good job. Like, 10 out of 10. And I think, so I'm on Genius right here. I'm going to see if Louis, he's not said anything about this song yet, but like, I'm honestly surprised, like, I've not seen more discourse about this one online, because that's just like such a beautiful, like, introspective song. Louis too, up on Walls, he's a firm believer in like a 3-minute song, 3 minutes to 3:45. That's the perfect time for a song. We don't go over that. Like, we did not see anything over 3:45 in Walls. And here we kind of see the same thing. Like, got 3 minutes on the greatest. Written All Over Your Face is pretty short, 2:40. Bigger Than Me is 3:40. Lucky Again is 3:27. Face the Music's 2:48. But I'm really excited to get down here to Saturdays, because that is a 4.5 minute song. And whatever the lyrics are in that, Louis put his foot down and said that needs to be 4.5 minutes. So I'm intrigued to see what Louis Tomlinson, who is a firm believer in there is no song that needs to be 4 minutes or more, had to say on Saturdays. So, but right now, you're subscribing to my channel and liking this video, because I'm an annoying YouTuber, and that's what we do now. And now we are going to listen to Face the Music, Louis Tomlinson. Okay, this is like the more dark, broody side of this, okay? Oh! This shit is what I grew up listening to. This is so 2010s pop punk. I love it. Aww. I love it. Like, we don't have to worry about all this shit outside. Like, I'm with you right now. I'm gonna mouth kiss Louis Tomlinson's guitarist. Yes. He said, I want pop punk, baby. Yes. My man loves his gang vocals. Loves it. I bet he's gonna have so much fun playing this live. Oh, go up, go up, go up. Please. I kind of wish. Oh, I knew. That's so Fall Out Boy. That is so Fall Out Boy. I just want to dance with. And the gang vocals at the end. I do wish that he would have, like, on this last chorus, so. One more night, I'm gonna choose. I don't want to face the music, but I still want to dance with you. I kind of wish he would have explored his range a little bit, because I mean, okay, I'm sounding like Blake McLean a bit. Like, I know not everybody needs to belt every song. I'm a firm believer in that, but I do wish that he would have, like, gone up a little bit. Let's buy some time for what we shouldn't do, you know, and played a little bit more on that last one. But the ending of that was that's so Fall Out Boy. That I love it. That's gonna be a fun one to play on tour. And lyrically, I think, like, where this falls, like, we're almost middle of the album, like, he's exploring that, like, good, bad, right, wrong, light, dark, you know, like, I don't really know where I want to fall, but, like, let's just hang right now, you know. I really like that one. I really like that. We are doing Chicago, and I'm scared. I've got my chat saying good luck, and so I'm scared. So we have got Chicago. I hear this guitar song, or sound, this tone. Is he still getting out of fights? I'm sorry that your mom don't like me. I'm sorry that I brought that on myself. They say bitter ends turn sweet in time. Is that true for yours and mine? 'Cause if you're lonely in Chicago, you could call me, baby. Has it been long enough that you can't forgive me? Just because it didn't work doesn't mean it's meaningless to me. It just wasn't meant to be. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, great. Here we are. Or, I mean, I don't really know, like, what, it's beautiful. The guitar sound, that guitar tone is, like, it inserts, like, nostalgia into my veins. And that shit hurts. That hits right now. There's no shot I'm not crying. I'm not going to have a lot of commentary. There's no shot I'm not crying over this song. Just call me Caitlin Marie listening to Taylor Swift. Here we go.
Have you seen how my life's been going? 'Cause I've been wondering what you'd say. What you've told me to keep calm, or what you say to walk away. You always made me feel much better, and I'll always be grateful for that. They say bitter ends turn sweet in time.
No.
If that's true for yours and mine, and you feel lonely in Chicago, you can call me.
This chorus, like,
Hasn't been long enough that you can't forgive me. Just because it didn't work doesn't mean it's meaningless to me.
oh no, he did an extended chorus. Oh, there's more. There's more words.
I didn't have to search 'cause I still know your
Fuck.
number. I bet that you didn't think that I remember. Just because it didn't work doesn't mean it's meaningless to me.
Don't.
It just wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't meant to be. No, it just wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't.
Stop saying it. Stop. No, it's gonna go down.
Chicago, you can call me baby.
The strings.
Long enough that you can't forgive me. Just
I didn't need this. I.
didn't work doesn't mean it's meaningless to me. Oh, didn't have to search 'cause I still know your number. I bet sometimes you still like to wear my jumper. Just because it didn't work doesn't mean it's meaningless to me.
I don't need you to say it. Okay. Can you say it? What do you want? So, like, I am the I can,
Just wasn't meant to be.
did you hear that vocal? Him hitting those vocals on the beat.
Chicago, you can call me.
I'm a masochist. I just pulled that back. Like, this isn't gonna make me cry.
Long enough that you can't forgive me. Just because it didn't work doesn't mean
Yep.
it's meaningless to me.
I mean, those fucking strings, dude. Like,
Didn't have to search 'cause I still know your number. I bet sometimes you still like to wear my jumper. Just because it didn't work doesn't mean it's meaningless.
like, why do I like to hurt myself?
Just wasn't meant to be.
Damn. That needs not that like that needs no lyric analysis. That needs no comment. I did like start writing, like I was just a couple nights ago like couldn't sleep and like stayed up and was kind of like writing a song like this, and I was just like just everyday interactions, like how like you see online that they had a baby or that they did something, and how that like becomes like so profound, like when you had such a big part of somebody's life and then now you just don't. Like literally this is the verse to the song. that I wrote a couple nights ago. I called again, but a cordial conversation. We both apologized for everything that came off harsh. How's your family? Although it's not shocking, mine hasn't brought it up. I still wish my dad would call. Like, so that shit hurts. All right. I mean, Louis does such a great job in saying like, in like managing which songs need the big vocals, and like on Chicago we didn't need that because the strings and the tempo change with the melody, like that did it. Like that shit did it. I still know your number. Like that, we didn't need a belt there. And that, like, honestly, in my own songwriting, like that was really interesting to hear, like, because I naturally would have written it like, da na na, still know your number. You know, I would have gone up, but like that's really interesting, like how a tempo change did that, you know, and like brought just as much feeling as if you get up there and belt, you know. So, all right, now we've got all this time, and I am not ready. Oh. He just killed me and he's doing this? What a bop. What a bop. Oh, he's experimenting with more space between his lyrics in this song and the verses. Ooh, that was so One Direction. Okay. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, did you hear that grit? Oh, and then we just verse. Okay, okay. That beat, like he can take more time and experiment with silence between his lyrics and the verse because that beat is driving it so hard. Oh, get you home. Okay. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Like, there he adds a little bit of rasp. Oh. This is very Facing the Things We Turned Away From. Oh, okay. I've not heard. That was a little synth, little poppy. Nice, 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 nice. I kind of wish right here, though, I kind of wish on that outro that we would have had a sometimes you lose your hope, you know, like in the background, like set in the background. But it's because that's my favorite part of his vocals in that, so that's the only reason I think that. I like that a lot. That is, to me, like we've got like this album is like a triangle with the sounds, like, you know, we've got like Bigger Than Me, like raw, open, acoustic, you know, like campfire vibey. We've got Out of My System, The Greatest, Lucky Again, like, you know, the pop punk, the rock feel. And then we got up here, he's found the pop sound that he's comfortable with. You know, I think in his earlier singles, it went too far. That was not the artist that he was. Phoenix, thank you so much for the follow. I don't think that, I think he knows that. That's obviously because he's not making that sound anymore. I think in his first singles, with Steve Aoki and BB Rexa, that was too extreme on the pop side for him. But with all this time he's found that nostalgic 80s pop sound that he's comfortable with. So I really like that a lot. We are going to do the Out of My System music video because I've heard the song, but I've not listened to the video. So this is where we're watching the video. Oh, look at him. Lyrically, this is kind of like like lyrically, conceptually, this is like he's played with like the light, dark, and this one's like all like I go towards the dark, you know. Love. I love music videos like this, like almost one-shot videos almost. I love his little zipped up sweatsuits. Yes. What a fun song to play live. Oh, yes. I love this part. I love this part. Drums. The drums on this album. Yep. That's a good one. That's fun. Look how much fun they're having. They're having so much fun. I'm just like, I hope Louis happy and okay. Oh God. Yeah, I love that. I heckin' love that headline. Now we're back to the album. And so we're probably Out of My System's a good half. That feels like a turning point. Out of My System feels like a turning point. So I am excited for this headline.
Sometimes I wake up and I hear you through the silence. You let your pride hide all your beauty and your kindness. So fast to judge.
Oh, that guitar. That's nice.
So quick to kill forever. You used to read me like a headline.
Oh, this is so Beatles. Like, oh,
Taking more time. I'd still be the one who wanna talk to every.
okay. I love this.
Wouldn't be scared of what you find. You used to read me like a headline. Oh, that's the reason now you're not mine anymore.
I love lyrically. So sometimes I wake up and I hear you through the silence. You let your pride hide all your beauty and your kindness. So like, so fast to judge an error. You thought you knew me better. So quick to kill forever. So there, he's like, this is on you, dude. Like, I'm sad about it, but this is your fault. Like, so that, but then in the chorus, you used to read me like a headline. So many reasons now you're not mine. Maybe if you'd taken more time, I'm still mad at you. This is still your fault. I'd be the one you want to talk to every night. Oh, if you got in my head, you wouldn't be scared of what you'd find. You used to read me like a headline. That's the reason you're not mine. So it's interesting. Like, he's like, had you really gotten to know me, we would still be together. This would still be working out. But you just like took surface level and like thought you know, you kind of see what you get kind of situation, but that's not it. So like, I think that's interesting lyrically, because so far all of like the love songs or the breakup songs that we've heard from him, they're like, he's like, this is my, it just didn't work out, or I was too young, or I hadn't grown up yet, or I wasn't ready. But here he's like, no, this shit's on you. Like, you did not get to know me well enough. That's interesting. And like, what do we do with headlines? We see them on the front of a newspaper, like, oh, what about that? And then we like move on, you know, like we never read the whole article. Like, what an interesting concept.
You spent your summer working for your education, while I was running after dreams that kept us waiting.
Ooh.
You never told me, never. I guess I never knew we'd have the shortest forever.
Yeah. Why? That's sad. Why? It's sad, but I want to vibe. Like, okay. It is impossible to not move to this song, but I'm reading it and it's like heart-wrenching, but like, why do I feel like I'm on the beach with a Mai Tai? Like, the doubling, like, like a headline. Like, that's very nice. They really brought the harmonies forward in this mix more than the other songs.
I wake up and I wish you were beside me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like lyrically, like, you're blaming this other person, but it doesn't like really matter because like you still miss them. Like, that's interesting, and we've not seen that side of his writing until this song. But I just I mean, Jimmy Buffett could cover this shit and like it would make sense, you know. And like, I love it. Like, it doesn't feel corny. It doesn't feel cliche or overdone. Like, you get it, and it's like that feeling of like, sorry, my nose itches. It's like that feeling of like, you're on the beach talking shit with your friends, you know, like you're on a vacation and you just had this breakup and you're like, yeah, it was her fault. It was their fault. It was his fault, you know, whatever. But like in your head, it's like, I don't really care. Cause like if they came back, I'd be cool with that too. You know, like that's the image I get of this song. And if a song can give you like an image, like the mindset that the writer was in when they wrote it, great song. Sonically a vibe, but lyrically a punch in the face. Exactly. Like, I'm like, this is one of the ones, like, if you go and watch Blake's reaction later, Blake McLean, we're very good friends. Go follow him and stuff. I'll put his stuff in the description as well, because that's what we do here. When he reacts to this is going to be one where he's like, yeah, what a vibe. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to be like, did you listen to the lyrics? And he's going to be like, no, I didn't. Because like he can't listen to the production and the lyrics at the same time. His brain just can't. He can't do that. And so I'm gonna be like, go read the lyrics. We're doing Saturdays, and like I was saying earlier, Louis Tomlinson does not write and release a song over 3 minutes and 30 seconds usually. You know, like he on some of them he'll get like 339, 340, 345 on Walls, and he's got some on here like that. If Saturdays is a 4.5 minute song, it is because this man had some shit to say. And so I'm scared. That guitar tone means sad.
I'm not supposed to be.
Wow, what a One Direction melody.
Cheap on Silver Street.
Is this gonna be a Cardigan song?
To 3. Hidden across my face. In the crowd, I'm counting all the days. In a haze. I'm gazing at the floor.
Good chord progression.
He's got your train. pants on, the ones that you wore when you walked out the door. I've been wondering.
Hold on. I know I shouldn't pause there. I know everybody's going to be like, why the fuck did you just pause right there? Before the pre-chorus. This man, like, everyone has heard the lyrics, like, I see your faces. You break up with somebody, and everywhere I turn, I see you, like, in something. You know what I mean? Like, I see your face in every crowd, or that concept. Somebody, I'm gazing at the floor. Somebody's got your trainers on, the ones you wore when you walked out the door. Like, he just said, I see you everywhere, but, like, gave us such a more vivid picture of it. Like, he's out, and he's, like, looking down because, like, that's all he can do. Yeah, he still sees her fucking shoes. Like, he still sees her. He's looking down because he does not want to see her, and he sees her, and it's the most painful reminder. Like, all right. Yes, sir.
What you're up to, not for the first time, not for the last time. And I've been thinking about the things we used to do, not for the first time, not for the last time.
Anytime he gives me a simple pre-chorus like that, I'm scared.
We always used to say, Saturdays take the pain away. Nobody stays the same. No matter how much you want it, some things change. Some things change.
It's interesting because when I heard The Greatest, I thought, maybe he's not so caught up in the story of this album. He's just like, that's a good opener. That's a very different opener. That's very unique. But in Bigger Than Me, he explores, like, when somebody told me I would change, I used to hide behind the smile. When somebody told me I would change, I was afraid. I don't know why. And he's like, this change is starting to happen. And now here in Saturdays, we've got that same lyrical concept, like that parallel, some things change. And that's just like how it is. Like, I was scared of the change, but you can't stop it. And so now we're at Saturdays. I was scared of the change, but, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm here. I really do love how he's explored that narrative. And I'm talking too much. I'm going to shut up and listen to this song. And the strings in this. Good fucking Lord. I'm going to pull it back. Hold on. I'm pulling it back.
Always used to say, Saturdays take the pain away. Nobody stays the same.
Yeah.
No matter how much you want it, some things change.
Those strings, dude. Those strings.
Some things change. Through my cigarette,
This man and his cigarettes.
shadow of you sinks me to the carpet. Try to ignore it. Something about the way the light catches
Oh.
the mirror in my brain.
I'm sorry. Did y'all hear how he just said that?
It gives me shame. I'm staring at the door. Somebody's
I'm not gonna
got
cry
your
on this internet.
trainers on. The ones that you wore, but you're not here anymore.
Don't go up. Don't go up.
I've been wondering about what you're up to. Not for the first time, not for the last time.
Oh my God.
And I've been thinking about the things we used to
The strings following that melody.
First time,
Fuck.
for the last time. We always used to say,
The guitar.
Saturdays take the pain away. Nobody stays the same. No matter how much you want it.
Yes. 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 The gang vocals. Oh, there's a bridge. Damn. The did we get to I want, like, I'm hurting, but I have hope. I don't know how this man writes sad songs and is like, no, but I'm gonna come out on top of this. Like, nobody stays the same. How much you want it, how much you want.
We always used to say, Saturdays take the pain away. Nobody stays the same. No matter how much you want it,
Some things change. Yep, that'll do it. That's why that song is 4.5 minutes long. That would be why. That would be why. Laying on the ground while it's pouring the rain. Yeah, that's what that feels like. It feels like I walked out into a street at 2 a.m. and it is absolutely pouring, and it looks like the cat that we adopted from the cat cafe when his head is against the wall. Like, I think that's beautiful. And I think this is a perfect example. Blake and I get in this argument a lot. I don't mean to shit on Blake. Okay, just for the record, like, no drama. Like, Blake and I are best friends. Like, we work together very, very well. Like, we're good. But we get into this argument all the time because he is very like, okay, we have to think production-wise. I guess it's not even, he's right. I'm going to say it. He's right. Because I write really long songs. I love long songs. Like, Speak Now, when Taylor was giving us 6-minute songs, give me that shit. All Too Well 10-minute version, that's nothing at all. It doesn't feel like anything at all. Blake is like Louis. He's very, very picky about what songs are we going to let be the ones that are long, because if you're not careful, they feel draggy. And just like you said, Sam said it doesn't even feel that long. Why doesn't it feel that long? Like, I'm going to go Blake McLean for a second. It doesn't feel that long because we've got here, I'm going to pull up my screen actually, and we're going to talk about this. So verse 1, we've got verse 1, I'm not supposed to be feeling, so this is down. Verse 1 is all down, like we're there. Pre-chorus, wondering what you're up to, it's still down. This chorus, honestly, the post-chorus is what feels like the chorus. It doesn't start to build until after this chorus, and we start adding piano. We add a little bit of strings. We just sprinkle it in. But then through this verse 2 and through this pre-chorus, we're adding guitar. We're adding a new element, so it still is driving it. We've not changed the beat. We've not changed Louis' dynamic in his voice. We've not done any of that. We've just added another element to the arrangement. Then the chorus, now we're adding the full strings. Now we're adding little piano pings, and that's what keeps it driving. And then by this bridge, now we add the gang vocals, the bigger vocals. So every single section of this song, there's something new being added and something that is driving it, so you don't feel like it's a 4-minute and 30-second song. And that's how you do it. I mean, that's how if you sit down and listen to All Too Well 10-minute version, what keeps you engaged for 10 minutes? She adds a new element, either vocally or in the arrangement, every section of that song. And that's why it doesn't feel so long. And I mean, he did a great job with this. He did a great job with that. Because I mean, like, by the time you're at that bridge, you're like, please do it again. One more time. Woo! Okay. My whole heart hurts. So, Silver Tongues. Oh no.
Tape for the ones who do the same. Air Maxes of silver tongues, settling for another heavy one. Said love was a pretty lie, and I choked when you smoke got in my eye. Bad logic and empty cans. I know nobody understands me like you do. It's times like these we're so much happier. Nights like these.
What is happening?
Remember those stupid jokes. Only we know. When I'm with you, I'm so much happier. Nights like these, we'll remember those songs we.
Oh, the road. Is this about his? Cute. Oh, so cute. That piano is so, yes. Like Jack's Mannequin. Like, this is very Jack's Mannequin to me. Oh, it's so cute. It hurts my heart. Oh, that piano. What a great way to add that piano in it. That switch from the verse to the chorus, it like feels abrupt, but in a good way. Oh, we're getting some gang vocals on this. Say it's time to go. I love the instrumentals following the melody on this album. Like it's usually been the guitar, but here the piano is following his vocals so well. And then my guitar, I got my guitar, thank you. Beautiful. Ah, it's so cute. Oh, the claps. We're getting gang vocals. He's coming. Louis getting his gang vocals. Yep. Like, I can't get over how well they mix his piano. Like, I love that piano. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I love that. Great fucking choice for a third single. Great choice. So I think that does, like, Bigger Than Me, raw, acoustic, very introspective, like, and then we've got Out of My System, very pop rock, very, like, edgy, like, I don't really care. I'm not looking for the good and bad now. I'm heading for destruction, you know? And then we've got this, like, it's a very nostalgic, happy, like, it really, that song really represents, like Headline and, you know, like, that on that side of the album. That's really well done. And also, it's like, if you did this song acoustically, like a piano version, I'd be sitting in my chair weeping right now. You know, like, if you look at these lyrics, like, woo! Getting high. I mean, that first part, when I heard the piano come in on that first verse, I was like, I am not ready. I don't want that. Getting high on the amber wave. I guess beer or liquor. Yeah, going deep for the ones who do the same. Air Maxes and Silver Tongues. Settle in for another heavy one. You said love was a pretty lie. Choked one. Like, Bad Logic and Empty... Like... Just like it could be about love. This is one of those songs too. Like, however you're listening to it, it could feel like love. It could be like, that's how I feel like with my partner. It could be, this is how I feel with my best friend. This is how I feel with my sister, how I feel with my brother. It's just wonderful. So I just love that. I love it. I love songs with specifics. Like, you said grass was a dirty drug. You like to preach with vodka in your mug. Like, how funny. Okay. Now we are at She Is Beauty, We Are World Class. This sounds like a Fall Out Boy song title. Which I'm excited for. We've definitely seen some Fall Out Boy like type influence on this album so far. We are doing She Is Beauty, We Are World Class, and I am scared. All right. Okay.
Conversation is currency. Shapes become language.
Okay.
Square eyes and sunglasses. Find faces in the trees. Fabricated fairy tales. Bring a new world to life. Sit down in the space and time.
I'm reading the lyrics. What is this about? am gonna have to pause and process this. Okay, I need to read these lyrics with you guys. Okay, conversation is currency. Shapes become a language. Square eyes and sound. Are we high? Finding faces in the trees, fabricated fairy tales, bring a new world to life. Sit down in space and time. Oh, it's a trip. That makes sense. That's where, when I heard it, I was like, this reminds me of when if my parents watched this video, they're going to have a fucking heart attack. When I was like 16, my best friends in the world were these two girls, Danielle and Cecily, and they were like in their mid-20s, and their friend Dan, and we used to sit in Dan's garage like all night long and watch Quentin Tarantino movies and do questionable things. And that's like, I heard that verse and I was like, damn, that feels like sitting in that garage, on that couch in that garage, watching Quentin Tarantino, drinking wine out of a box. Like, that's what it feels like. So I love that. I love how that's the first thing I thought too.
Escape the inevitable, fade into light. So cold the empathy, 'cause I'm with you tonight.
Are we at one or are we two? This is an internal conversation I have had on that couch in that garage. Oh. Oh, that is Two Door Cinema Club right there. That is what that feels like. Which is so, yeah, it feels like Two Door Cinema Club. The whole song really feels like Two Door Cinema Club.
Surrounded by. She is beauty, and we are world class. Forever, we'll let the feeling last.
I forever. This is gonna be a fun tour song. Here are my thoughts in order of how I'm thinking them. That song doesn't make sense that song works. Number one, as it stands, and number two on this album. But it does. And I think with the concept like faith in the future, like this whole like introspective, like look on your life, like change, how, what we've been through, like what we're going through, like where we're going, like it makes sense that this perspective, this is like the flip side of Out of Your System. Like we went towards the destruction. Now we're sitting here like staring at the ceiling on a couch. Like, I love bands like Two Door Cinema Club, not even bands, but I love sounds like Two Door Cinema Club, like The Neighborhood. I have a cat hair in my mouth. I'm sorry. I have a lot of animals, but I just didn't expect it from Louis. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I don't like the song. It's just like, it really caught me. Like, I was like, whoa, what the hell? Wait, what? Like the whole song. Like I'm going to have to re-listen to that one. Hit record. I am hitting record. If you are still hanging with me right here on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and look down below for my Patreon where the Walls reaction will be, and where Louis' singles and a million renditions of Two of Us will be. But right now we are doing Common People. And I have not stopped. I've not relaxed my body since I've started this album. We are on track 13. I feel very strongly about the number 13 because Taylor Swift is the love of my life. And we are doing Common People. Alex, focus. This is the most raw guitar tone that we've gotten on this album.
I came from a good home, a house full of terrace dreams. That was enough for me. You know, you had to see it to believe. All the late nights, good times, the mistakes, and the heartbreaks. When I get lost, I go back to where I started.
Oh!
Nothing's changed.
Yes, sir.
Strangers singing your name. If you act like you're one of us, if you act like you're one of us, common people.
That's beautiful.
Who you know, just how far you're willing to go. If you act like you're one of us, if you act like you're one of us.
He's really got his vocals pulled back and then they've doubled it. It's like whispery almost. I love it.
No deep pockets, but big hearts. Do you see what I see?
I also love when he does that singing, talking thing and his accent really comes through. I love it. It's so authentic.
Nights and the good times, and the heartbreaks, the mistakes. When I get lost, I go
This is
where I started.
This is very conceptually like Just Like You.
Nothing's changed. You're just strangers singing your name. If you act like you
I love this chorus. It feels so nice.
like you're one of us, common people, and who you know, just how far you're willing to go. If you act like you're one of us, if you act like you're one of us.
Too, you heard like the chimes like behind his vocals on just that If You Act Like You're One of Us. I love that. Oh, okay, we went right into it. We were just right into it. There's my guitar. That guitar is a spiritual experience. Just act like you're one of us. Just act like you're one of us, okay? So far we've had If You Act Like You're One of Us, Just Act Like You're One of Us. That guitar is beautiful. Ooh. In the background. You know, it's funny because last night when we were reacting to Walls, I said I would love if he went back and to like Just Like You and Hold On and the BB Rexa song that I can't even think of the name of it. I would love if he went back and redid those songs like with this sound that he's settled into and with his new ability to write lyrics. Like I would love to see his edits on that. But I think I think this is it. I think this is him doing Just Like You, how with his new sound and his new lyrical ability. I think that we've gotten it. I think he's taken a lot of the same concepts from those singles that he did and don't really represent his sound now, and he's like put those same concepts on this album. So I like that. I think the arrangement of that was perfect. I don't really know how I feel. I feel that chorus break to last chorus feels a little empty. But it's very reminiscent of like being in a soccer game, like at like a Man City or like a Liverpool, not that I've ever been, but like, and you know, them just singing, like I can hear just him in that break, like sing it with me now. And, you know, everything drops out, you know, in concert. And I feel like he wrote a lot of these songs with tour in mind. He's obviously very show oriented because I mean this dropped and he was like tour, you know. So I don't know. I think that'll grow on me. I kind of wish we would have plugged a little guitar riff in there because it does feel like boom and then we're back in the chorus. So that would be interesting. If he would have what the live rendition will look like. And so I read somewhere that someone interpreted this song about immigration. Now I cannot unhear. Oh, fuck, dude. Okay, so, like, I mean, that makes sense. Like, if you act like you're one of us, just act like you're one of us. Yeah, that shit hurts. Damn. And, like, I mean, the first verse, he's saying, like, just like you, you know, like, and just like you, I came from a good home. You know, I didn't have everything handed to me, but it was nice. It was comfortable. I was loved, you know. It was enough. And, you know, it just, if I make a mistake or I'm hurt, I go back to that place because it's solace for me. Common people, you know, it's just, that's who we are. So, I mean, that's a really interesting interpretation. Okay, I'm hitting record. I'm going to hate myself when I'm editing this later. All right, now we have Angels Fly. The name of this scares me. I've still not recovered from Walls. So now we're doing Angels Fly. I love that. I love that.
Nothing really matters. Nothing really hurts. We can talk about it. It'll only make it worse.
Ooh.
There's a time for saying who did what, where it went wrong. I wanna hear all that, but right now, all I need you to know is
Huh.
you'll be okay. We can talk tomorrow. I'm on my way with some time to borrow. If every star is an eye in the sky, you'll see angels fly.
Oh, that felt good. That resolve right there felt good.
Knock on your door, it'll save me from calling. I won't say a word, it can wait till the morning. If every star is an eye in the sky, you'll see angels fly.
I melodically pause the song, Alex. This song really strays away from what he's comfortable doing melodically. And I was just looking at the writers, and it seems like there were a different set of co-writers on this one, like Rick Parkhouse. Okay, he's part of Red Triangle, who produced a lot of the album. Robert Harvey and George Tizard, and he's the other part of Red Triangle. It's interesting, and I think a lot of people are like, don't really particularly understand what co-writing looks like in a lot of scenarios. Like, but it could look like we sit in a writing room and we both say, okay, we're writing a song today. Like, let's do it. But it could also look like I've written this set of lyrics, but I know I'm getting a little too comfortable in the melodies I've been writing lately, so I take it to some other people to get their input on the melodies, you know, or like, and then we play with the words from that way, you know what I mean? So this really feels like this does not sound melodically like where Louis is comfortable, and I'm not saying it's bad, I'm saying I like it a lot, where he's comfortable writing. And so I think that's the value in adding like different co-writers to different songs, is you get a change in the melody and like how your diction and how you would usually set up. Because had Louis done this by himself, it probably would have sounded a lot more like Bigger Than Me, like a more drawn out chorus and like quick verses, you know what I mean? Because that's what he's comfortable doing. So I really like this.
Does it make you feel small? Put the pain behind you now. You don't need it anymore.
Oh, the string in the back. What?
I wanna hear all that, but right now, you know it's not where we're going. There were problems in this empty bottle at the bottom.
I love that. This is so fresh. Like, what a great place to put this song too. And I love that note. That's great. Yeah. Yes, Louis falsetto. And then adding more percussion to keep it driving. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a good decision here too. We didn't need a bridge. Like, we did what we needed to do in this song. I think that was a good decision. I love it. I think that was a great place to put it on the album too, you know, because it is a longer album, like with the amount of songs that's on it. It's under an hour because Louis is like religious about not having to, you know, a 4-minute song besides Saturdays, which crushed my soul. But that you're at song 14, you don't want to lose people, you know, so we changed that. We give him that melodic change. This song is so different melodically than what we've heard so far, so different melodically than honestly anything that he's ever written. It's got a poppy, like, it's like almost like rhythm singing, like it's poppy in the melody lines, but then the rest of the song is still that ambient, like big, like bigger than me, raw sound that he's developed. So I mean, I think this song is the perfect example of why co-writers are valuable and why it doesn't mean that you don't write your own music, but they can add an aspect like that you otherwise couldn't come up with. You know, like I have my melodies that I'm comfortable with, and you know, it takes Blake or another co-writer being like, let's try it like this now because you usually do this in your melody. So like, let's change it up, you know? Yeah. I mean, and two, I think this is interesting too, because we had in Headline, he was like, this shit's all your fault. You know, like he's saying it, he's talking shit with his friends. He's being like, this is on her. You know what I mean? But I still kind of wish she was here, but like this shit's on her or him or them, her, or whoever. But in this one, I've also conceptually never heard somebody write a song about like, we don't have to talk about it right now. Like, let's just sit. Like, I'm here. We don't need to do a phone call. Like, I'll just sit with you and let's drink. Okay. And that's it. Like, what a beautiful, like, he's explored so many concepts lyrically that I've never heard before. Okay. Now we are doing Holding On to Heartache, which is Fine Line Loves It. I think everybody so far in this chat has been like, wait till you get Holding On to Heartache. So I'm nervous. Ooh, that's pretty.
You said I'm holding on to heartache. You said I'll wear it like a crown. It's gonna drag me down. I'm holding on to heartache. You should be staring at the sky, the birds just passing by. The wind it held you so.
Louis Tomlinson sang Love in my ears.
Creates the strangest feeling, just slowly waiting for the end. I still have dreams about it. The moments as they came, the moments never shown to us because we faded into darkness. I could still hear a silence.
Ooh.
I could still hear a clock that's
Yeah, that's so Taylor.
holding on to heartache.
Oh, like,
I wear it like a crown.
it's those little additions that make it poppier, but he's not losing his sound. I love that he's found that balance.
You should be
Birds just passing by, love.
Holding on to heartache. The nights they change in seasons, become the strangest days. I called you twice, but then regretted it and changed my number. The questions that I'd ask you, where did it all go wrong? There's endless versions of the thing that
Oh, one of the co-writers on this, James Vincent McMorrow, he did Higher Love. That makes sense. You can hear that influence.
hear a clock that's ticking. You said I'm holding on to heartache. You said I wear it like a crown. It's gonna drag me down.
I love this. I love this.
You should be staring at the sky. Birds just passing by. Love. You know that
Oakley likes it too. Oakley, did you hear that?
this place alone. And time can always steal it. If you let it make its way into your bones, nothing's ever easy.
Yes. I was like here vibing, having a great time, and then he hit me with this shit. Like,
The second I see the space between us just comes blurred.
oh,
You said I'm holding on to heartache.
beautiful, great. That's where you bring it to. That I was like vibing, like, oh, this is nice, this sits nice, and then bridge, boom. That's where I want big vocals. Yes.
You should be staring at the sky. The birds just passing by.
My sexuality is Louis Tomlinson saying love in my ear. All right, on my list of things that I need in a partner, it has, you have to write me the equivalent of perfect now. Otherwise, it's going to be a no. You have to call me love. You have to say love, and you need to say it with a slight accent to mirror the way that Louis Tomlinson says it in Holding On to Heartache. Thank you very much. Those are my requirements. If anybody's looking for a list of what to do if you want to swoon me, that's what I want. It's not a want, it's a need. Love. Hey, love. I like donuts. Donuts good. Blake and I speak in Five Sauce 10-year anniversary references and One Direction audition. Love. I love that. I think, like, you said I'm holding on to heartache. You said I wear it like a crown. It's going to drive me down. I'm holding on to heartache. I think that's a thing that a lot of, I think as a songwriter, and it feels weird to like call yourself a songwriter when like I'm like here making reaction videos on the internet. Like, what do I know? But like as a person who puts their feelings on paper as songs and plays them as songs, like that's such a relatable thing because you almost like hold, like you're a masochist a little bit. You hold on to that hurt because you're like, it's something creative can always come from it. And it's like, you hold it, you're like, I'm hurt. Like, and this is who I am. This is my identity almost. And so that's interesting that this is an interesting part because this whole album so far has been very uplifting, very like, I was sad, this is how I feel now, but it's okay. We're going to come back bigger than me. We're coming better, like we're coming out better on the other side, you know? But this one, it's like, that maybe I am sitting in this grief a little bit, you know? That's interesting. We've not heard that side from him. I called you twice, but then regretted it and changed my number. The questions that I asked you, where did it all go? Yeah, that bridge, dude. You know when the party's over, when you're standing in an empty space alone, and time can always heal you if you let it make its way into your bones. Nothing's ever easy. To be honest, I'm not easy on myself. The second that I see you, the space between us just comes flooding back. Woo! That hurts. Okay, I had a little break. I warmed up my coffee. I let my pups outside. And now we are going to listen to That's the Way Love Goes. And this is the closing of like the non-deluxe album, so that's also a thing to keep in
Here are
mind.
some words I know that you don't wanna hear. I think she's moved on, mate. It's almost been a year. We haven't seen you yet. We've given you your space. Pick up the phone, 'cause now it's time you let say. That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes.
So Beatles. So Beatles.
Remember when you told me I should give it time? Well, here's the chance for you to take your own
Chance.
advice. We're going out to end up somewhere we'll regret.
Oh, wow. So that goes back to... I'm on Genius right now, and I can see like the comments. And I don't know Louis' discography as well as you guys do right now. I will, believe me. But so the comment here is in Miss You, one of his singles in like, I think it was 2017, he is told by his friends, lad, give it time. And in this song, he's saying, remember when you told me I should give it time. So that's interesting. So like Louis Tomlinson is saying like, hey, you remember when you said that? Like, well, like you can do that now. You know what I mean? Like, just give it time. Which is interesting because like, I've also not heard a lot of songs. Like, he explores so much conceptually in this album that I have never ever heard lyrically. Like, usually you hear songs and you're like, oh, that's the same concept as like XYZ, but I've not really heard any. This is like novel stuff, you know, like at least in the music I've listened to.
That's the way love goes. I guess that's the way love goes. When it cuts you, when you bleed, that's when you're feeling it the most.
That's the way. That's such a Beatles influence thing. And then the ooze. Oh yeah. Like it's like hook, different lyric, hook. That's very Beatles.
Here are the words I know that you don't want to hear. I think she's moved on, mate. It's almost been a year. Not gonna ask you, but we'll make sure you're okay. Who cares? It's her loss anyway. That's the way love goes. That's the way.
These strings on this album are just like running me over every time. Like every time I hear it, I'm like, where could he put strings on this? And he puts it, you know, like I love it. I love it. I love it.
When it cuts you, when you bleed, when you're feeling it the most. That's the way love goes.
It's so this is a great last track. Great. I mean, it ties everything up conceptually so well.
That's the way love goes.
And you hear him smile. You can hear Louis smiling when he sings sometimes. It's adorable. Okay, about this song conceptually, it's so this whole time it's been like this introspective journey, like into your own, like who you are as a person, your idea of morals, like your love, your heartbreak, all these different things. And now Louis is on the other side giving somebody who once gave him advice. And I think that's just a beautiful, like, you know, things change, like concepts through this album, things change and you can't stop it. It hurts and you kind of have to just take it. And now we've got, that's the way love goes, you know, like it's kind of like, earlier in this, one of the songs, you said love was a pretty lie. I think that was in, what was it? In Silver Tongues, it said, you think love is a pretty lie. But now we're having, yeah, but that's just how it goes. You know, like it's worth it, but that's just how it goes. Like, how interesting. Like, what a wonderful album, and track by track laid out how I think albums should be laid out. I am an album person. I am not I love a good single. Listen, I'll listen to a good single. I'll listen to a one-off song. If you think I'm not going to turn Champagne Problems on and listen to it 7 times in a row, you're wrong. But I love albums like Forget and Not Slow Down by Reliant K, like Folklore, Taylor Swift, this album. I love albums that you listen start to finish and you have a story and you have insight into the writer's mindset when he or she or they were writing the song. I love an album that you can't just pick a song and put on shuffle. I love it. Otherwise you lose something from it. I'm nerding out now on the internet. You're watching me nerd out. I can see this. The whole phone lights out. Whole crowd screaming this. I hope he plays this sometime. He's got to. It's so beautiful. It really does. This one, and Common People, they both feel like big choruses, like crowds sing with me. And I think he really writes thinking of where he's going to play it in the set list on tour, how he's going to do it, how he's going to interact with the audience. Because he does seem to genuinely enjoy performing. And when he writes them, he thinks of how he's going to do that. So, hi, thank you so much for watching. I love Louis Tomlinson with my entire heart and soul, and I am a stan. I am there. I get the hype. I am all for it. And if you do not call me love and write me a song that's equivalent to Perfect Now, we can't be. I'm just sorry. That's how it is. So please go to Patreon to check out my reaction to Walls and all of Louis' other singles. And shortly after you watch this, I will be posting the deluxe songs, the songs from Louis' deluxe version of the album, which now in real time we are about to do on Twitch. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.